On this episode, the Main Street Magic EPCOT World Showcase Cup reaches its thrilling conclusion as the final four pavilions battle through semifinals before two finalists face off to crown the ultimate World Showcase champion. Today's July 17th, 2026, and this is episode 887 of the Main Street Magic podcast.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts. Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Main Street Magic. I'm your host, Jeremy Stein, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Rhonda.
Hey guys!
If you want to be part of the community and join the conversation, get the latest theme park news, as well as live streams from the parks and resorts, head to Facebook and search for the Main Street Magic community and ask to join.
Make sure you check us out on the web at mainstmagic.com, as well as follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at mainstmagic, and on TikTok at MSM Podcast.
Planning a trip to Disneyland or Walt Disney World can be overwhelming and at times just downright frustrating. But don't worry, because Mouse Dining removes the frustration of booking Disney dining reservations, alerting you when they spot availability for your desired restaurant, date, meal, and time. Visit msmfriends.com to use this free service.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday.
Are you ready for your bucket list trip? Our trusted partner, MEI Travel, will handle the planning so you can focus on the memories. They offer free vacation planning services and have nearly 20 years of experience creating memorable vacations. Visit mainstmagic.com/travel for a fee-free, no-obligation quote today.
All right, so we are ready to finish up this World Cup winner.
Exciting. We're here. We're finally here on the weekend that the real World Cup finishes up on Sunday.
Is going on and who is playing?
I think it's Argentina and Spain, I believe.
Okay. I
know that Argentina beat England, and then I think I saw that Spain won. So.
And who do we want to win?
There's not a single thing that I care less about overall.
What about
I don't know. I mean,
Gary?
Yeah, whoever Gary wants to win, whoever Lucy wants to win, whoever Caleb wants to win.
Okay.
I hope wins.
Okay.
So, no, it doesn't matter.
But you don't know who they want to win.
No, I don't.
Why?
Because I just don't.
Should.
I think Argentina might be the favorite. I don't know. They have Lionel Messi, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yay!
Who's one of the best?
Go
who's
Argentina.
One of the best ever? Not only soccer players, but pro sports athletes ever. So, if you have no idea what is going on, then you obviously have not listened to the last two episodes. So I would go back, catch up, make sure you've listened to those two. But we are doing the EPCOT World Showcase Cup. Don't let me name things ever again because it's way too confusing. And we are down to the final four, and then we'll get into our champion. So we will have a winner at the end of this. What I will go over first, though, just to catch everyone up, even if you did listen to the last two, maybe you forgot, we had all the countries in a single elimination bracket. They were seeded based on AI analysis as well as our own thoughts. Sites that we love and trust got us into that. And then we had 3 play-in rounds to get us to the top 8 teams, which has brought us to the 4. So in the play-in rounds, number 8, Italy. They took out number 9, American Adventure. Number 10, China took out number 7, Norway. We had number 6, Germany beat number 11, Canada. Then as we got into the Elite 8, I don't know if they call them that in soccer. I mean, I know that's such a March Madness thing, but number 1, France took down number 8, Italy. Then we had number 5, United Kingdom take over number 4, Morocco. Number 2, Mexico beat number 10, China. And then number 3, Japan beat number 6, Germany. So our matchup for today is number 1, France is going against the 5th seeded United Kingdom. And then on the other side of the bracket, we have the 2nd seeded Mexico taking on the 3 seeded Japan. So we will start with France going against the United Kingdom. Of course, we always start with food, which is weighed at 25 points. Again, if you don't understand that, go listen to the last two. Rhonda, food, France, Germany. Which one wins for you and why?
France or Germany?
I'm sorry, United Kingdom.
I didn't think so.
I know.
I'm like,
It's been a confusing long week for me.
Okay. Why?
No real reason. It's just I didn't know you were going to call me on it. I was just trying to come up with an excuse.
Oh, because
you could have just agreed and been like, "It has been a tough one, Jeremy." But no, I really have no excuse whatsoever. I'm in vacay mode because after this, we are heading down to the Airbnb over in Champions Gate, Orlando area,
right,
for your birthday, for Lacey's 16th birthday.
I started to say that's the only thing.
Bunch of kids who are adults. So
yes, I think that's what my brain has been. So I feel like it's been unfortunately short week.
But France, United Kingdom, food.
United Kingdom, France.
Really? I thought you were picking United Kingdom.
I'm gonna go ahead and say France.
Yeah.
Because again, of what we talked about before, where we sat down at the La Creperie and it was fan-flippantastic.
Yeah.
Loved it. I look forward to going there again.
Yeah.
You've got the patisserie.
Yep.
You've got, they've got some really good food. It's just the line's always long.
Those those three alone, even I think, are enough to beat the United Kingdom, where you're really going against Rose and Crown, which, as we said in the past, the food is fine. It's a fine representation of what I would call probably British American food. It doesn't have a lot of options, and Yorkshire fish is wonderful. For me personally, 4 months out of the year, 5 months out of the year, I don't want to eat hot fried fish when I'm already a hot fried man out in the sun. So, I think like France wins even on that alone. But then you add in Monsieur Paul, which I know we didn't have a great experience years and years ago. Everyone else I've ever talked to has. And
now it's a fixed.
Now it is a prefix menu. It is expensive. Yeah. Something I would still love to do one day. Chef de France, while it might not be our favorite place on earth, we haven't had any sort of bad experience or food there. So I agree. I think France wins this one. How about when we move into drinks, which again, this is our game.
UK.
So we're allowed to have nostalgia and all.
Rose and Crown.
Yeah. And I would agree with that.
And again, in France, you're just getting, in my opinion, a slushie from the slushie machine. Or the kiosk. And then if there's a festival, you're getting one from there.
Right. Yeah, that's literally
Rose and Crown has a full bar.
Right. Yeah.
You can get almost anything pretty much.
And you can get a lot of great, British drinks there. Mm-hmm. Whether you're getting snake bites or half and halves or whatever it may be. Right. So, and I do think with drinks, it's easy to pull the atmosphere and all into it as well. Rose and Crown is somewhere where you can stick around, you can hang around, especially before 3:30, 4 p.m. When they close off the back sitting areas. To go in there and get a cold drink on these hot days and just sit and chill. It's amazing. We've done that a million times. Yeah. So it easily takes that win. All right, now attractions, not really a fair one. You have, one attraction against nothing really. We certainly can still take entertainment into account. But Ratatouille is going to easily beat nothing in the United Kingdom. Now, how about immersion? How you feeling about this one?
I guess France. Because I think of, like you said, back in the shops, where you almost can't see anything. And I don't feel like the UK really has that. Unless, you're back where the band does play, and that's something, but I've not been to the UK. Right. I've not been to France either.
Right.
I can only
and I think
imagine.
over in the United Kingdom, there isn't a lot of reason to go back deep into it short of going to see the band that's playing. So whereas I feel like you have a lot of reasons that you would go to the back of the France Pavilion.
That's true.
Whether it's to get that ice cream, go to the patisserie, go shopping. If the
band's not playing, you're right.
There's not a big reason to head back
there. The only reason is then if you're doing the scavenger hunt.
Right. Which is one of the reasons we recommend the scavenger hunt.
Right.
If you've listened to these 3 episodes now and you've thought, well, I've never been back in that area because of this, that, or the other, get the scavenger hunts. They give you a great reason to go back there and look around and take in and go, all right, now I get the immersion. I get the appeal of all this. All right. How about shopping? I got to go with the United Kingdom on this one because there's significantly more shopping available there. I feel like, for us, we're not going to the perfume cologne shop in France, right?
Sure.
So, I don't have to just accept it. You can.
But I feel like if we debate it, then we don't have a.
We can always flip if we need to in the end, or we
flip.
can. Yeah. Well, what reason would you pick France for shopping?
Well, because you not only have the actual like perfumes and stuff, you have back behind the creperie, like the kiosks for Ratatouille, and in the shops, like that's where we go by the patisserie that has really, good stuff. And then like there's those two little shops where I think you can get some wine. And then it seems very Paris-like, where there's Stitch in the ears and Stitch Paris and all the
Which of the two let's do this as the tiebreaker. Which of the two of those world showcases have we bought more items in?
France.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
that's the tiebreaker, and that's where
we
you're right.
bought a long time ago like a Rose and Crown shirt. I've got a couple of them, but that's it.
Yeah. I have that class, but other than that, and those are all Rose and Crown specific.
Correct.
They're not specific to the United Kingdom Pavilion or anything. Does tea count as shopping? Because we did buy a lot of tea out of that little Alice Wonderland.
We did,
shop,
only because Christina turned us on to it.
She did.
And it was the Mad Hat. It was, I think, the Mad Hat.
Tea Party.
Yeah, Mad Tea Party. So good. That stuff is so good.
good.
Has caffeine, but good.
Yeah, I think France wins because of that. I have to really, when I started to think about it, I'm like, which one are we more likely to buy something in, or have we bought things in? Again, I love to go into the UK shops and see like Beatles shirts and all, but I've never bought one. Because to me, it's not specific to there. Like I can get that shirt anywhere. So it's the reason I don't end up buying it. But I would like a Beatles shirt. All right. How about the hangout factor? You got to spend an hour or two. Okay.
Oh. Well, I guess, I mean, UK, really. Sorry. I just was thinking. Yeah. I was thinking about the fountain and stuff, but more UK because we go into Rose and Crown and you can hang out there in, yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. We talked about the pass holder lounge. And we're like, man, I wish that was year round.
Rose
and Crown is year round. Yeah. And let's be honest, I know it's not only for pass holders, but like we said, before 4 p.m., it is never busy back there, and there's so much seating.
Sometimes it has been.
But we've never had an issue finding a seat.
That's true.
We'll say that. Or getting a free magic show from a stranger. All right, so we are going to take the UK with that one. Okay. Hidden details. Which one do you want to explore more? Look at all the little details, things like that. I kind of go back to France and the Eiffel Tower and the bird repellent.
That's fine. The bird.
I think
that's right.
It is oddly to me that's a hidden detail because they're making sure it's truly hidden because you don't see anything, but it's truly hidden because what they're doing is protecting the illusion by having something that detracts birds. Yeah. So
I wonder if it's like that sound thing. Remember when we watched Hoppers?
Oh, yeah, that's right. And they had the speakers that only like the animals could hear.
Yeah.
And drove them away. It probably is something. It's got to be something sound related, I would assume. Because I don't see a sign that's just like no birds allowed.
Right, but you mean like also like wires and things like that.
Yes, I mean a lot of these things. You look on signs. Every time I walk into Publix, I look up and I'm like, those poor birds. They can't even sit on that pea up there because they put all the spikes. So they don't build nests and all in.
Yeah.
So it could be a simple something like that, but I don't see wires.
Right.
So
or
I
spikes.
would assume it's some sort of sound thing. All right, festival presents. I really love the United Kingdom Pavilion overall, and it is one that I would rather go to more than France. But it's getting shellacked here because it's not going to win on festival presents.
I just started to say,
right? I mean, France is winning this one. You agree?
Yeah, because where does the United Kingdom even have one?
Yeah, it sets up that little one on the left that
by
I'm honestly trying to think
beer?
if it's still over there. Yeah. Remember they would have like they had the Bailey shake that was famous all the time, and they'd have like little pies, like little pot pie type things.
Do they bring that out anymore?
I honestly am not 100% sure. John will let us know.
So France is
France is winning that one for sure. All right. Overall, if you told people only visit one, I'm gonna say United Kingdom.
I would say that too. Okay.
All right. So France is going to win this pretty steadily. 80-40, and France moves on into our finals. Congratulations to the French team. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's head over now. We're going to do Mexico, who is seated at number 2, goes up against number 3, Japan. Let's start with food. Which one, Rhonda?
Japan or Mexico?
That is the matchup.
Japan. I don't know.
I mean, which way I'm going.
I know Mexico. But
Mexican food is my favorite cuisine.
But you're literally only going on the festivals.
No, I'm not.
What else?
I'm going on all the other food that is available there. First, Choza de Margarita has the great little tacos and that amazing guacamole. Cava de Tequila. Do you remember the time we finally sat down in there with Kat and Michael and we got the chips and the queso and the guacamole?
Okay.
It was outstanding. You have San Angel.
When's the last time you
ate which there? We've enjoyed every time we've gone. The only thing I didn't like there was their mole, because I eventually figured out I don't really like mole. I tried it like 8 times and I'm like, nobody makes a good mole. Oh wait, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. The quick service is outstanding.
Have we even ever eaten there?
Yes, we have.
When?
We have gotten nachos and we have sat on the water right there. Doesn't matter if it was 10 years ago. I still remember it.
Okay.
And the only thing we haven't done is the fancy ristorante, which I hear wonderful things about. What are you getting in Japan that's going to outweigh those?
Okay. I just was pointing out. I just wanted to say.
And that's what we're here for.
Okay. But Mexico's fine. Because, yes, I figured Mexico would win because...
And you remember, you got to look over at Japan and go...
You love Mexican, period.
Right.
Whereas you've been on and off with some sushi stuff lately.
Right. And we look over at Japan, back on now. Takumite we have not done. Right. So if we want to take that and then San Angel, the Ristorante, out of the picture, because we have not actually done either one of those, right?
Where's the Ristorante?
It's right next. It's across from the pyramid. It's right next to the quick service. Yeah.
Is it inside that?
Yeah.
Is it expensive?
It is seemingly more expensive. Like it's one of the ones where dining plan is on the higher end, or not dining plan. Dining packages are on the higher end. Oh. So maybe we finally just bite the bullet and do a dining package. Now, if this was Mexico going up against China, I could see, because I know we kind of shouldn't interchange Japan and China, but it's easy to in some ways. I feel like you might have more of a reason to pick China.
Yeah.
But I just think Mexico, I think is an easy winner there. What about drinks? Even when we were drinking, we weren't drinking in Japan.
No.
Cava de Tequila.
Yeah.
As far as non-alcoholic beverages, like I said last episode, I think the Minty Rosa is probably number one.
And see if it's there. Yeah.
Yeah. Japan, again, unless you're going back in the shop and you're getting sake, which you were never going to do.
No.
I think that's an easy win for Mexico. Now attractions / entertainment.
Mexico has the boat ride.
You've got Three Caballeros, right? Yep. You got Grand Fiesta Tour. Over in Japan, you have the drummers. Mm-hmm. It's really kind of what you're going up against.
And we always ride that ride.
We do. It's a wonderful ride. It is it's a living with the land style ride for me. It's something that we're going to do most every time. Mm-hmm. But
I agree.
It's in reality, it's a small world in Mexico in a lot of ways. But we don't ride It's a Small World every time we go to Magic Kingdom. We almost ride Grand Fiesta Tour every single time we go to EPCOT. So it's going to win that one. All right. How about immersion? Which one do you think is more immersive?
I feel like only Mexico, because of the fact
and go indoors and
right, only because of that fact.
Yeah, like you're truly transported into a, nighttime street Mexican market,
and because it's always hot.
You just want to, it's not who has
hot.
better AC.
In Florida. No, I mean, in Florida, it's always hot. I'm sure in Mexico, it's always hot. I don't know.
I'll agree. I mean, I'll agree with you, Mexico, because of that factor. I think it's such a unique, that pyramid and going inside there is such a unique thing to do.
Yeah.
And I love the history and the culture that is represented when you first walk in. Through some of those window displays. I know it's very Coco heavily themed, but it's still Day of the Dead.
But that's what Mexico, I'm sure.
Right. And then, as you walk into there, you're immediately transported, no matter what time of day, what time of year, to a specific moment in time, which is an evening night market in a small, Mexican town or whatever it may be. I love the way that the shopping is set up there.
Yeah.
Where it feels very street vendor.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have the space in there, but to me, or maybe you could convert one. It would be so cool to have a little taco cart in there. I just don't think you could handle it.
No.
But a little street taco cart in there where you get authentic Mexican street tacos, I think would be so amazing. All right. So Mexico takes that one. All right. Japan's got to do something here. Shopping.
Japan?
Yeah. I mean, they've got we always, huge department
And don't
store.
we always buy something? That's the one.
Was it Mitsikawa? No, what is it called? I think of the place up near us, the food place.
Matsikawa?
Matsikawa. That's what I wanted to call it. But yeah, I mean, that shopping is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's the one that we always buy stuff, and that's when we almost killed Steve, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We always try and get a food item at the end of it and try something new.
We got mochi from there.
Yeah, their non-seafood snack mix has seafood in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we almost pick up the mochi every time too. One of those.
Yeah.
Which are really, really good.
The one time we picked up the banana, so it was really good.
That banana one was good.
Yeah.
We need to, I feel like we haven't bought a snack there in a while. They have, I think it's in Japan that has that ice cream sandwich thing we need to get next time we go.
Yeah.
All right. How about hangout factor? Which one do you want to spend an hour or two just hanging out in? I gotta go Mexico.
Yeah, that's fine.
The food, the shopping in there, you're riding Grand Fiesta, maybe, hopping into Cava. So I think Mexico easily takes that one. I'm just keeping score as we go. How about hidden details?
I think Japan,
I think so too. Without knowing all of
right, with what Kathleen said about
culture,
China, I would assume the same would be kind of with Japan. So I would say Japan.
Yeah, I think all the little touches and details.
Yeah, I love the koi ponds and stuff too. That's over around there and up there, and
yeah, and all the foliage that's up through there.
Yeah,
and the rock
that's
work
a hard
leading up to
because I would almost hang out in Japan back to that back around Katsura.
I think that's fair.
But, I mean, again, Mexico, whatever. I mean, but yeah, hangout factor, I'm thinking.
Yeah. Oh, no. We're going, no. Yeah. That was,
well, I'm saying.
We did hangout factor. We did hidden details.
I know, but I was thinking, I forgot about that, area and that. So, but anyways.
All right. How about festival presents? I already circled Mexico.
Yeah.
I mean, do you agree, though?
Yeah, because they're always. Even though Japan is fantastic.
This is not as clear cut though as I'm making it out to be, because Japan is always fantastic.
Japan is always fantastic, yes. But I think the only reason I would give the edge to Mexico is because not only is it always fantastic, they are always trying something new.
It's an almost completely new menu every
and
single
Japan
festival,
sometimes will bring
year.
Stuff back,
and
it's still good.
Yep,
but it's just still like.
But it's we get it. You made a sushi donut.
Right.
Okay. Maybe switch it up. We get it. You've done frushi. You stuff things in a little bun. We understand.
Those are good, though.
It's good.
Yeah.
But let's try some new stuff. And they have started to try more new, especially with those flaky fish pastry things and all. Yeah. They actually have started to. So this might be a different conversation when we do this again in 4 years. Because that's when the next World Cup is. All right, so we're coming down to overall. You told someone you can only visit one. Which way are you leaning?
I almost say Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, just because of the drummers and just because I think it's really I mean, again, I feel Mexico I mean, unless you, well, I guess we could say Mexico, because the only reason I would say Mexico is you have to go inside to tequila, however you say it.
Mm-hmm. Tequila. Yeah, I would let you pick Japan, but because it wasn't going to matter, but you would be wrong. Yeah, I mean, so somebody says like, man, what is the one that I've got to hit? Like, I'm saying Mexico every time. Okay. And if we want to get down to a geographical thing, you have to hit Mexico. You don't have to hit Japan. Okay. You know what I mean? Like if you're coming in through the front. So, we're going to give it.
I mean, I started to say Mexico just sweeps Japan.
Yeah, 105-15. It wasn't even close, which means that Mexico moves on to the finals. They're going to go up against France. This is the number 1 and number 2 seed. So there's a reason that we got here. I mean, that shows that cool. It shows that the rankings worked. So we are going to go with France. I got my little score sheet here. You can get those at Wonderland Crew. You can either buy it individually or you can subscribe monthly to our Patreon group. And Mexico, we're going to start off with food, Rhonda. Number 1 seed, number 2 seed, France and Mexico. Which would you pick?
I feel like that's a little hard.
Is it? Is it hard?
I'm assuming Mexico then.
No, you know what? I'll go with whatever you decide because I am so seriously biased towards the type of food.
And that's what I was unfortunately thinking. Mexico is like one food, one specific food. Like,
well, so is France. It's French.
But
I know what you mean. Like,
I feel like you can get a
you get everything from a sandwich or salad and patisserie to crepes,
sandwich salads,
to ice cream to cat food in a clear can at the festival. Like you can get
that
a lot
was
of
one time and they never did it again
escargot.
Because they listened to us and they were like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do that.
Let me put it this way. Next time we go to EPCOT, we can only eat in one of those 2 pavilions. Which one would you pick?
I mean, I'd probably pick France because I'll
go ahead and mark it. But okay. You would pick France. If I said, Rhonda, we can only eat in one of these.
I'd pick Mexico because you want to.
No, I'm saying you.
I would.
You know what? I'm not even going with you anymore. I'm staying home. You're just going.
Oh my God.
And you can only, but I still said you're only allowed to eat in one without me. Which one would you, Rhonda, pick? And I said, you know what?
France.
It does not matter to me.
Because I don't love Mexican like you do. Sometimes I'm like, oh, here we go again. Mexican.
I do. I mean, I eat tacos or quesadillas.
Yeah, you
or
do.
Whatever, like
you should be a taco.
Oh my gosh. I mean, to be fair, we do have a dog named Taco.
Yeah.
So, and if we get another one, I'm going to name him Chalupa.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to drinks. France, Mexico. Yeah, I agree, and I think it all comes down
again
to Cava de Tequila.
I just started to say France. You only have a few slushies.
Yep.
In my opinion, because I'm sure I think there's probably wine and stuff behind that. But the point is,
you can get wine there. You can get beers. You know, you can get French beers.
The point is you go to the tequila bar, and it's a full bar, isn't it? I mean, I think I've gotten and went tequila before. I think I got vodka there before.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So
you can get anything you want there. Plus Choza. I mean, who doesn't love a frozen margarita, right?
And lately, the festivals have been doing the margaritas correctly from what I've been told.
Right. Yeah, they've gotten better. Again, they got away from like, let's do a s'mores margarita. Let's do a whatever.
I remember a couple of times I got one. And then this all makes sense now. But I didn't want it. And Jeremy was like, well, I'm not going to let this go to waste. And even though it was gross, he still drank it all.
I did. And that's now why I sit in a circle of strangers every week.
They're not strangers
well, not anymore.
Now.
They're not. Also, you know, it hasn't come up yet. But when we talk about drinks, which of these 2 countries has a drink that was created and is promoted by Neil Patrick Harris?
Mexico.
Correct. So that he's hosting one of the D23 panels about parks and stuff.
I saw that.
And somebody brought up, what if he's the new voice of John in Carousel of Progress? Would you like that? If Neil Patrick Harris voiced John in Carousel of Progress?
That'd be amazing.
I think it'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
Who voiced it before?
It's Gene. Is it Gene Shepard?
Huh.
Yeah. I get the shepherds confused. All right. Attractions. We are,
Mexico.
Oh. Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Yeah. I mean,
that's
3D, right. No 3D. Sorry. I still think it's a wonderful ride.
Yeah.
And it's still going to be 3
makes me more nauseous, but that's okay.
It makes my stomach turn a little bit.
I personally would probably rather ride the Mexico one if you were like, unless I had my patch on, but
yeah. Now the part where you go in, you're like basically in the walls, and each rat is in its own little cubby area. Mm-hmm. That one gets me a little bit now.
That's crazy to me.
It's weird, but the 3D didn't. It's kind of strange. But I think it's clear cut that France would take that. I mean, again, you have to look overall at the technologies, about the popularity, about all of that.
Yeah.
All right. How about immersion? These are the two that throughout this entire thing we have talked about, I think, that immersive feel the most. Whether it is the forced perspective of an Eiffel Tower, the way that you wind all the way back into the patisserie and the shops and all, Mexico being inside and transporting you to that space of a small town Mexican street market. Mm-hmm. I think this is a tough one. This is a fair matchup, let's just say, when we get down to the end.
Yeah.
Which way would you go? Which one would you award the points to? And this is still pretty big points. It's still 20 points.
I know,
on the
because
table.
Both are the same. I was just thinking, what do you feel more immersive walking through? And both of them, if you just walk through, like it's just so quick, you don't feel like you're really in Paris. You don't feel like you're in Mexico. Again, unless you want to give Mexico. I've never been to Mexico. Hey, we might go one day. What? Right?
Yeah.
But literally, if the only thing I can imagine, for example, is when it is crazy. I mean, it is always crazy, I feel like, around Mexico, right there. If that's like the normal streets of Mexico.
Well, here's what I'm going to go with is the fact that when you go inside the pyramid, it is climate controlled. So regardless of what it is like outside, you can feel like you are in, you know what I mean? Like, okay, are you walking through, I know they just had like a heat wave over that way.
In Mexico?
No, over in Europe and all of that. Because, I mean, I know Scotland. France. I mean, a lot of those areas ended up having kind of like a heat wave recently as well. You're not normally, I feel like, going to be walking through Paris and it's 110 degrees, feels like. Right? But if it's 110 degrees or if it's 30 degrees and you're going into the Mexico pavilion and then you walk into the pyramid, it's always one certain temperature. So no matter, again, that's where I think it's, you can be in the Mexican pavilion going, I didn't even know it was 110 degrees outside. I've been hanging out in here drinking tequila all day. So, you know what I mean? Like, so I think it kind of wins over that. And like I said, it's just a perfect bustling street market that puts you, we talk about rides and that rides need to put you in a specific space with their immersion. Yeah. Right. And they start that as soon as you're walking up, when you're in the queue. This does the same thing for almost an entire pavilion. I know that the entire pavilion is not inside, but such a vast majority of it is. Mm-hmm. And so it sets the tone for what it wants you to feel and experience. And if that's not immersive, then I don't know what is. Okay. So, all right. We got a close matchup so far. We're going to move on to shopping. France, Mexico. Oh. We've bought quite a few things from both.
I just started to say, my brain was thinking, what have we bought in most? And I would say France.
I think it would probably lean that way.
But we have bought quite a bit in that pyramid. But that is your only shopping for that.
Yes, it is.
Inside there.
Yes, it is.
Except the one that's right outside that we've looked at a few things, but we've never like.
Well, yeah, they do have that small shop. Mm-hmm. I keep saying I want to get a ring made. That says like MSM on it or something. Yeah.
That's tough.
It is a very tough one. But, if I'm gonna go last match and hold you to which one have we purchased more items in, I kind of think it's France. Yeah. Overall. So I think that awards them the
And
points.
I've never bought perfume, but I'd really like to. I just don't
We just can't spend more than 5 minutes.
I know. I
get
a headache.
Yeah, you need to just like breathe through your mouth, but then you like taste it. You know what I mean? I actually do need more cologne of some sort. I'm pretty much out of everything. So either I got to order more Furstenfeld, or
maybe we go to France and get
we can go to
France
and look at something there.
Okay.
Or get your Geist guy.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just ran out of that too.
I like that.
And I love that stuff. That stuff's good. All right. How about hangout factor? Which one you want to hang out in more? I have to.
Mexico. That's fine.
Yeah, I think that's almost an easy one because of Cava, because of the ride in there. Because that's the thing too. Like riding Remy's Ratatouille Adventure doesn't feel like you're hanging out, but when you're riding the Grand Fiesta Tour, it still feels like you're just hanging out. You know, like you're just hanging out in a boat.
Yeah.
You're like, where's Donald? That crazy duck's lost again.
Okay.
So hangout factor goes to Mexico. I'm just updating it, and at this moment we are tied 50-50. And we still have 20 points left on the board.
Oh, my goodness.
So let's go to hidden details. In which way would hidden details go? I think so. I agree with you there.
Just because of what they have to do for the birds.
Yep. I mean, it's everything
you've
else.
Said it.
It's everything else we've said.
Right. But in Mexico, it is pretty cool that, like, the painting and the forest and the volcano, it is really cool for that, but I don't know what that, like, I don't know what kind of detail that is. And I don't know if that's just for the boat ride or if that's real. I don't know, man.
It's not a real volcano.
I mean, like, taken from Mexico and, like, I don't know. Like, I know the Eiffel Tower is real.
How many boat rides are you doing around volcanoes? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm talking about the hidden details of, like, I know that Paris Eiffel Tower is real.
Right.
Like, you walk in and I'm sure there's, Mexico, but I don't know hidden details, like, to go, like, whatever is part of that boat ride. The Mayan, I don't know, like when you're going in, because you're sitting also at the restaurant, you can overlook all of this. So it's not just in the boat ride.
Right.
So I'm just saying out loud what part, that could be a huge part. Somebody could be like, oh yeah, I've been there, blah, 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 blah. And then I'd be like, oh, well, actually.
Yeah, it's a hard one to gauge with us not having been to either of the real locations. So festival presence.
Mexico.
I agree. I
mean, I have to say that
they switch it up every time.
Right.
It's good every single time. And I think I said this in one of the other episodes, last one, I guess. They really vary it up. It's not every time. It's not just like tacos and quesadillas.
Right.
They'll do everything. All
and their
different
desserts
types of
have actually been good.
Yeah,
it's been weird, but we've tried them, and I'm like, I actually like all of them.
All right. It is tied 55-55.
Oh my goodness.
Which means that the very last points that we award will determine the winner. I had no clue it was going to come down to this.
I didn't
being
either.
This close. I actually thought Mexico was going to kind of sweep this one a little bit, but again, that's my bias weighing in. But we have number 1, France. Number 2, Mexico. France won food, attractions, shopping, and the hidden details. Mexico won drinks, immersion, hangout factor, and festival presence. Literally, if you look at the score sheet, it went back and forth the entire match. This is fun the way this ended up. All right, so it now comes down to overall, Rhonda, with the World Showcase Cup in the fate of your hands.
No.
And mine. Which one, if you could only have one to visit, or you only recommend one to a person, would it be Mexico or France?
Probably Mexico. I mean, that's where everybody goes.
You don't say it disappointingly.
Well, because it is disappointingly. Like France, I'm not going to go, oh, you should go to France, because there'd be a specific reason if they were like, I am looking for a really good perfume, or but a lot of times, I just saw a TikTok or something on this where it was like, most people start in Mexico, or like, which way are you going?
Right.
Mexico or Canada?
Yeah.
And, a lot of people probably start in Mexico. We do not. But again, that's the first. And a lot of people go, I want to go to Mexico. Like they know. So I mean, yeah. I mean, that's, yeah. I just have to.
Yeah. I think in the end, and like you just said, it's all different. If the question for someone, if someone comes up to me and simply says, which pavilion should I visit in the World Showcase, Mexico or France? And I don't ask any additional questions. I'm going to recommend Mexico.
Right.
I think overall, it has the most to offer that most people will enjoy.
Yeah.
Now, if you start asking questions, like you said, it's a little bit different. You know, do you like tacos or baguettes? Oh, you love baguettes? I got a place for you. Right. But I think it is very different. And also, I think there's such different sides of the spectrum in the culture. You know, I think France tends to get a little more snooty when you think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you think of the French people in general, us here in America, no offense to French people. Again, we've not been there, so we don't know. You just tend to think
they're
that
very
way.
nice.
Yeah. Hey, I remember going to New York the first time thinking everybody here is going to be a jerk. And there were some of the nicest, welcoming locals I've ever met anywhere.
Oh,
but no, I think in general it is two very different places. And I think
of course it is.
that would encompass the more overall what people will enjoy to me is Mexico.
Yeah.
And that's why
I hate to say it
wins.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
Mexico.
That's weird.
Congratulations. You are the Main Street Magic EPCOT World Showcase Cup champion, barely narrowing out France.
Yeah.
So they ended up winning 65-55. And it all came down to the very, very last matchup or category, I should say. So we put this. So our friend Brittany and Wonderland crew, they downloaded, they played, and they had France win the whole thing.
Nice.
So I'm not 100% sure who it went up against, but I would be interested. If you want to play along, again, check out wonderlandcrew.com, our Patreon group. You can join, and monthly you get a lot of cool stuff. For the Wonderland Crew members, I will be scheduling the next Zoom call here soon. And go ahead and check it out. Ron and I would like you to subscribe. You get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. We'll do a little recap of our weekend. I think we are going to hit level 99 again with quite a few teenage female ladies. Whatever else we do this weekend.
I think Joey might go too.
And then we have our Truth or Dare Disney Cruise Line episode coming up. Hit subscribe. Brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. Of course, Rhonda and I, we would be so very thankful if you could please leave us a rating and review.
Because it helps our show grow.
That's all we've got, and we'll see you real soon.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.